What's up, guys? Day 35. Let me see if the leetcode problem isn't that bad. I don't have a ton of time tonight because I'm kind of swamped with work. But yeah, we'll see if this is fine-ish. I don't know. That looks like a lot of words. I'll give myself like 10 minutes. If I don't get anywhere, I'm just gonna stop. In regards to what else I'm gonna be doing today, probably continue on the Twilio integration. I was looking, I think I can make this better where I was like searching individual names. I don't really like how that works. So instead I'm gonna try to find like a change to find like the batches. Let's see if that works. And just continue on from there, kinda. Alright. Is my audio fine? Audio looks fine. Okay. Okay. You were given a zero-indexed 2D array grid size 2 times n. Okay. Where grid at RC represents the number of points at position RC on the matrix. 2 robots are playing a game on this matrix. Both robots initially start at 0, 0 and want to reach 1 and minus 1. So it's always going to be, okay. Yeah, so it's always just 2 rows. Each robot may only move to the right or down. Okay. Okay. At the start of the game, the first robot moves from 0, 0 to 1 and minus 1, collecting all the points from the cells on its path. For all cells RC traversed on the path, RC is set to 0. Then the second robot moves from there to there, collecting the points in its path. Note that their paths may intersect with each other. Okay. The first robot wants to minimize the number of points collected by the second robot. Okay. So the goal is to like a min-max? Okay, wait, so for the first robot, it seems like even though they're wording it like this, like, so we have to find the first robot's is just doing pure max. Like, let's try to find the maximums. Is it greedy? All of these look greedy, but I don't know if that's right. Excuse me. Like, my first thought is just greedy, but I don't think that's right. Morning, what's up, man? This is an AI problem? No, just a leetcode problem. Okay, so I don't even know how to think about this one. Like, besides green, but that's so slow. Is there some, like, random prefix bullshit? Maybe you want to get like the sum of if you were to take that path. Because it's kind of like the biggest decision is when do you go down. How many elite codes are you at? It's a good question, I actually have no clue. Probably like 100-ish? 133? Then probably like 20-ish more on neat code. Not a whole lot. So it's like, it's more of a thing of how do we determine when it's best to switch down? And it's not like you always switch down at the highest number. Because like, then that would say switch here. So, in thinking of, like, framing this problem in terms of when do you want to make the switch, I do think a suffix array is kind of gamer. Because then, like, if we go this way, like, what? Okay. Say we take this thing. Where's my pencil not showing up? Okay, there we go. Like, we want to know when we want to switch. So if we sum it this way, like, we'll know how much we can gain by if we're moving backwards. Like, say we're at this index, like, we'll know that we have 16 to gain if we go down that way. So is it like two suffix arrays? And like when the prefix is at that point is higher, then we move? Because like that's my original idea, is just like take two suffix arrays for each one, and then at each ith position, like check which sum is better, and then whichever sum is higher, then you switch down or you stay. And then just be setting to 0. will that work? So like imagine for this, our prefix would be, or our top row. Top row would be, it's a suffix array. So we'd do the reverse. So we'd have 15, 16, 19, 20. And our bottom would be, thank you for motivating me. Hey, it's not easy. Be proud of yourself if you do it. So we'd have originally 1, 4, 7, 8. So on first traversal, it's like anytime you stay on it, you can just subtract the amount you're at. So like after first pass, these would change to now we need some sort of prefix array too. Or else we're gonna have to pre-compute the suffix and other thing again after setting to 0. Because you can't just like subtract the value. Because then like, imagine you're here. This 3 also would change this value. But you have to go forward. So naively we could do calculate suffix and calculate both like 2 suffixes. Then we actually traverse, set to 0, and then calculate suffixes again, and then traverse again. It's like O of 6n. No, O of 8 of n. Like it's not terrible, but is there a better way? I don't know if I know a better one, so let's just try it. See if it works. I've already spent 13 minutes. It's kind of more than I wanted to. The width is the length of grid at 0. There's definitely a way to do this in one, and like not recalculating suffixes, but I don't know it for right now, so I don't really care. Top at I equals or do we want to start at 1? I mean 1 in. Kind of forget the better way to do this. So top at I is equal to top at I minus 1 plus grid at 0 I. What the fuck am I doing? Okay, and now we traverse this is the part where we're just checking like top or bottom at each one. So it's like check this, pick the worst color, check this, check this, check this, check this. You need like a moved bottom thing. This is so stupid. This is like the worst way to do it. Because also, like, I'm having a moved flag, but then I also have to, I'm gonna have to check like at the end if I haven't moved, then I move down. There has to be a better way to do this. I like the suffix idea, but I just don't know if there's two of them is the right move. Okay, so we suffix the top. What if we do a prefix on the bottom so we can compare when we want to switch? And then take like minimums of the max. So we know like how much is in the rest of this thing at each point. We know how much it's trailed here. I don't know. I don't know if that'll even work. This will be better. Yeah, I know the two suffixes just isn't optimal, but I don't exactly know how to do this. But I don't know how much time I want to spend on this. So I want to do a little bit of my project, and it's already 11:40, and I have class at 9. Because Because, like, how do you set the zeros? Like, how do you know it's visited is the only thing. Because, like, you could imagine the prefix on the bottom is, like, what you could benefit from switching at that exact point. Like, pretty much what you would pick up so far. Because when you're the second robot, like you gotta know, okay, this dude, if I were to go at this point, like, I would collect this amount, like, if I were to have done that previously. So maybe it's just like a min-max thing. Okay, let's try that. I can keep a little bit of this. Top -1. Range. Can I do a comma, please? So bottom at I equal bottom at I -1 plus the grid at the 1ith position. Okay, so now we have a prefix and a suffix. Said something about min-maxing, right? So it's like as we traverse here, like this would be 8. Let me save this. So for this thing, we want 4. So our top would be 1, 4, 7. And here would be 8, 13, 15. So we then like traverse them. How do we go from this to an answer though? So I had to change this one. I don't know. I'm not loving what I'm doing. And I've wasted 26 minutes, and I said I was going to do this for 10. Delicious. Like, how do I get to 4? Thought it was a min-max thing, but I can't get the 4 from it. It is Python, but I'm just drawing right now. I'm trying to figure out the solution to this problem. Like, I'm seeing a 4, obviously, but thought I was gonna like compare the maxes and then take like the minimum. Something like this. This will actually be over after it. I can probably just list comprehend this. Max, top it I. Can't type on this keyboard right now. Let's see what the hints have to say. Bro. I know it's prefix, god damn it. Okay, so these prefix and suffix things are just wrong. Actually, no, it'd be This should be 9. Wait, what? What am I misunderstanding about this? Because I'm indexing this wrong. So that's at least right now. 4, 9, 11. 1, 6, 7. Okay. Well, at least my idea is wrong. If you just always start with 0. Alright, I don't really understand, so I don't want to keep going. Chalk this up as a fail. Unlucky. Okay, so I did have these originally. Determine the maximum score for the second robot. Why do you do I+1? The remaining top and previous bottom. To determine the next step. Damn. That's kind of close. How did I do this? Oh, it's just like covering the zeros. So we take the next one. If it's less than W. We take the previous one for this one. That's greater than 0. That's 0. fuck up now. Alright. Not feeling great about this one. What the fuck? At least I didn't get stuck doing DP. Alright. Whatever. Not my favorite problem, that's for fucking sure. Give myself like 10 more minutes to try to do something here. I wanted to change this batch call. Func find. What did I name this? And then this is going to take in what? Array of strings. It's going to return either it's going to be daily items or error. Actually, I'll have these come in as all data items. Wait, what did I fuck up? Missing comma? Where? Oh, does this come first? It's been a little bit since I've done Go. Why did it not uncomment this? What, are you fucking kidding me? Alright. I'm just gonna go like this, actually. I don't care. Bum, bum, bum. Right. What did I have to do for this one? Wait, this just doesn't ever use... Oh, that's a bad search. Yeah, this just never does that. Interesting. Don't really know why. Let's just naively return. What's the best way to test this? Where do I test get available favorites here? Okay. Okay. So in here we're doing pretty much just calling this thing every time. So instead, let's just take this. And then we need to take so instead I would actually get a user ID in. So I need to make just a string thing. Ref in which looks to Go. Yeah, this one is working with Go right now. So preferences equals append preferences pref.name. Oh, I like already had this. What am I doing? Oh, my brain is not working. Okay. Get available favorites. Call this batch. It's actually just see if this works. Fail. So man, your stream's randomly popped up on YouTube. What you coding? So making this, I don't know, Firefox tab open. Give me 1 second. For my like I'm a Northwestern student, and like the way we know where dining hall food is or like what's at the dining halls is really bad. So I just made like a whole new site to better the user experience. And one thing that I'm trying to make right now is that like users can favorite items on this, and then I want to search like all the dining hall locations of like where that person's favorites might be, and then send them an email in the morning, be like, hey, you should hit up these ones. So even if they don't look at the app, like they can have a better idea of where to go. And right now I have a way to do it, but the SQL queries are really slow. Not that it matters, like I don't have users more than like 40, so like realistically I don't need to optimize this at all, but I kind of just want to learn more SQL. Let me okay, so we're getting nothing. Expected 1 user. At 463. Wait, what? Oh, wait. I should not be testing that right now. That's not what I want to test. See, I'm assuming you're in college. Yeah. How I have access? The API endpoints are actually public. So, I do it like that. I just, like, it's probably easier just to show you. Like, the endpoints are all like hashed, but I just went through and manually like decoded what or what, because it's based off like network requests that they were sending off. Built this, and then I just each of these, like, this is a main hash for like this location, and then the different dining halls, like timing, are these hashes. So I just hit every endpoint and then collect all that data, clean it, put it in my known database. What keyboard do you have? Sounds nice. Thank you. I just actually bought the little normie Kinesis Advantage 360. I debated whether I would buy it for like probably a year and a half because it's a shit ton of money. For me at least. I'm kind of broke, but worth it. The ergonomics are really nice. I got Cherry MX switches, Cherry MX Reds, ABS keycaps, I want to say. They're quite nice. I've enjoyed it. I'm still like bad with the keyboard. Like I'm nowhere near as fast as like if I were to literally just type on like my laptop keyboard, but it's still good. Okay, wait, what was this error even telling me? It's telling me declared and not used preferences. Right, but like I don't care about that. Okay, so that passed. Interesting solution. I'm a second year at Northeastern, currently learning Java. Oh, nice, man. We got the Northwestern, Northeastern. Okay, so what is this test? Test available favorites. I gotta print some of these. Let's just do print.printf. Available favorites is this. What do I call it? Favorites? Should change to nothing, but just let me see what logs. Okay. Let me see if there's another, if I like, I really shouldn't be modifying this as much as I am, but whatever. I want to test to make sure, like, if we have another thing of bacon, but say it's at Sergeant. See if it also finds that. So then the available favorites. I should make this like expected. Expected, now I'll make this one expected. Currently writing tests, yeah. Not having any issues with it. I just want to make sure what I just wrote is like doing what I think it's gonna do, because I'm not super knowledgeable about this SQL stuff. So it's pretty much just like I'm inserting a very small amount of data, and I just want to make sure that like how I'm searching and querying is like what's going to be expected. Yeah, see, because this is... What if I don't do dash v? I don't know if I want all that. Which Linux are you running? I'm not. I'm on Mac. All right. So all of them are inserted. So we have available, but the available favorites are fine. It's getting bacon and bacon. Oh, because the direction, this should actually be a double here, because the batch insert, or the batch query, will get them both at the same time. Cool. Alright, so it's working as expected, which is actually very nice. Very nice, which means I am now going to delete this. Is this smart? Fuck it. I don't really care. I'll put myself on a dev branch, and ain't shit matter. Actually, what was that function name? Get available favorites. Available batch, that's fine, that's fine. That's fine, that's not. Why is this something I recommended? I got no clue, brother. We aiming for Fang or something more casual? We're aiming for anything. Have not gotten much of a bite from literally anywhere. So, first one that hits my line, I'll do it. You know about ML, how to start? I got no clue. I'm actually not an ML guy. Sorry about the... Probably, there's definitely a lot of good courses online that are free though. Surely. Same thing with like everything in CS. Like if you really want to learn something, you just find a bunch of free courses. That's probably better than most engineers being. I highly doubt that. I don't think so. Those are highly talented engineers. I'm just trying to learn some stuff. Okay. So we'll just delete all this. Market is depressing right now. Director of engineering at my company. Yeah, no, it's insane. It's I don't blame much of like any recruiters or anything for like not passing my resume, because like probably my resume is bad. It is. I'm a student. So like I'm not gonna stand out in like the thousands of applications, which is why I don't really get down on myself for not being able to get this type of stuff, even though like it's whatever. Should focus on making a lot of projects. I mean, that's what I'm doing. Like for this one I have if I pull this up, I think I average like 30-ish users per day. Yeah. I mean, it's obviously, this is when I like made like a post, but like I get 36 users. Obviously, some are from the stream, some are from other things. But like, that means like maybe 20 students are using it. The project is, we have this Dine on Campus thing. I don't know if you're like, if your university has it or like when you went. But essentially it's like, it's just an app on your phone that takes like forever to load. Like that's a 3-second load time. Then if I go to like something like Sargent, which is a dining campus, 3-second load time. I then go to lunch, like 5-second load time. Oh no, that's like their app. That theirs is on iOS. But my main gripe was that it takes like, I don't know, I showed you like 15 seconds to load like one place for lunch. And there are 5 dining halls, and I don't like that amount of load time. So I just like batch send everything to here, and then it's harder to show because everything's closed, obviously. But you're able to like sort through items and do all that neat stuff. Like, I guess I can just show like I can see everything of what's in breakfast, what's in this. If I want to like know that I want something with chicken, I can like fuzzy find chicken, stuff like that. It's just a better UX for students. Or tried Flutter, you can code the website. I've not actually tried Flutter ever. Okay. So instead of favorites from here, I'll actually just be selecting user IDs. I didn't even realize you commented. The students we hired just did 2 for co-op, are literally almost as good as medium level devs we got. I was almost depressed interviewing them. They seem better than... That's insane. Yeah, no, the competition is just like... It's actually insane. So, you know, such is life. Such is life. Okay, so where am I in this function? So for each row, I'm making a preference return. We check if there's an error scanning the row, yeah. Decoded preferences. Okay, so we're just unmarshalling the JSON. Which we actually don't have to do anymore because we just have the user ID. So we can change this to just doing that. Okay, so at this point we have You ever used Ruby? I've not actually. I've never tried it. Okay, so what do I need to change this because it's very different than what I was doing before. So each item is still going to have this preference return thing, but instead of scanning for that, actually no, that's still fine. I'm still setting item.userid, so that's fine. Language assist, this is Go. Golang. Okay, so then, okay, so instead of this now we can do something like if there is error is what did I call this? Get available users. And then we'll pass in the user ID here. Yeah. And then if the air is not equal to nil, let's steal this. Thanks, mate. Project are you building? I really should just have like a command for this, but it's pretty much the app that I use to find where food is in my dining halls on my campus is really slow, horribly unoptimized, and a pain in the ass to use. So I made my own that is like incredibly quick. You can favorite items to know where your favorites are before like even looking. Can like search for literally all the data. Like if you want chicken, you can like fuzzy find chicken. Stuff like that. Just a better user experience to find food. Sick. Thanks, man. Okay. It's actually much cleaner now. Okay. Is this... I need to change this air. Air getting favorites. Favorites for user. Send us accession. Or no. User with air. User ID. Are you web scraping or manually inputting the database? I'm using their API endpoints. Sub see you soon. Thanks, man. Have a good night. What language is this? This is Go. Damn, it's 12:30. I kind of go to bed too. Let me test this and then I'll go to bed. Good night. Get all user. So in here. Hi, Hallie. Let's practice. How you doing? This stuff ain't enough to get a job, then I'm cooked. Hey, we are all cooked. Okay, so those are the daily items. The person's favorite is bacon and eggs. So I should actually expect this to return so yeah, this should work. What ID is this? This is NeoVim. So technically not an ID. Just a text editor. Practice was good. It's good to see your coding. If it's just as good as my coding, that's bad news. Because I am failing these tests. Why is it getting no users? Okay. So this should have returned at least one user. For rows.next, what if we format printf? User ID found with ID. Let's see if that can figure it out. How long did it take to learn Vim controls? To get good with them, definitely a couple of months. To like kind of know what I'm doing, a weekish to do like the basics. Definitely took a little bit of time. Okay, so am I not even making the SQL call? Because it just doesn't look like I am. Like select user ID from the preferences. Oh, because I have to set mailing to true. Dude, you should. The view of him is it's great, to be honest. I should really just make my own test for this. So I think that's what I will do. Testing a little bit too many things right now. What's up, Trizzy? How's your night's going? How's your night going? And then after this, I will commit and go to bed. Dude, I keep forgetting where the things are, like, on my keyboard, and it's making me lose my mind. I don't know why VA around this is not working to get this thing, but whatever. I'll figure that out later. Test. 15 people watching, you're famous? Probably it's not that many, I would guess. YouTube usually like flubs it. Test user preferences. Mailing. This is mailing. Okay, so we set up the database. Daily items are fine. Insert items are fine. Initial preferences is fine. Saving is fine. Color scheme are you using? Trioka, I think. Something like this. Or it'll be in used Nordic for a while. Yeah, this one. Can I? No, can't chat that. Is this on Linux? No, I'm on Mac. Okay, so I need a way to set. Do I not have db dot? Sorry, update mailing status. That's what I want. And then I'm assuming this just takes in. You want a string and a boolean, because you need to identify who is getting updated. Okay. So now I have this. And should be able to do something like this. Error fetching mailing list. We should have mailing list have a length of 1. expected 1, so in the mailing list, got that. Don't need that. Actually, I do, because I can go over for iFavorite in mailing list or iUser. I should just actually wrap this. User in range mailing list. Create notifications for users. Yeah. The idea is that anyone that wants to like have this feature is, you like build up an available. You build up like a preferences list. Like these are all my favorite foods that I like. I do use this app every day. Yeah, it's the same dine-in project. The idea is that at the beginning of every day, after I scrape the new items, I'll like send you an email of like, hey, these are the ones that are available in what location. So you can get like a snapshot of a rough idea of what you want to do. Okay, so favorites equal user dot preferences. Should be fine. Go test. Formatted, imported, not used. Of course it isn't. Fail. So we're failing in this mail thing. Failing at 5:31. Okay, so this is giving me some error. What is the error? No user preferences found. Except no one. I'm doing pretty good. I'm a bit tired. Wait, where do I have this error code? So I have error fetching mailing list. Inspiration me? Thanks, man. I appreciate that. So the error fetching mailing list comes from this. But I should be getting other printing messages. Is this new of him? Yeah. Got to find a channel? Thanks. Appreciate you watching. Okay, error getting favorites for user. Test user with error. No user preferences found. So it's getting to here. Oh brother, I can't move correctly right now. So it's result.error is not nil. But it should be saying batch insert should be failing somewhere. Why can't I not command F? What? In OG. I'm not very much an OG. Quite new to this. How are you without a job? My resume is probably bad, and I don't have a network. If you want honesty, that's my honest. Market is uber competitive. I don't have a network, and my resume is just not that good. I'm a student who has had one job experience. Okay, but this is I really don't understand how I don't have. This shouldn't be. This shouldn't be failing. Because I saved the preferences. This should actually just be renamed to something like get mailing list is really what it's doing. But you are right. It was just I was writing the function name fast, and I didn't really know what to name it. Okay, but I should be finding this. It's saying I have nothing for test user, but I saved the preferences for test user. It just makes no sense. Unless, preferences, air equals db dot get user preferences for test user. This just should be fine. Dude, I was supposed to go to bed. What am I doing? Why do I do this? Pair coding with 16 people? Dude, I hope somebody can hook me up. Congrats on 700. Oh, I passed it? Yeah, thanks, man. What's up, Arjun? I believe in you. Thank you. Should put it into ChatGPT. See, but I want to learn. I don't really care about this error that much. No, I'd rather find it and figure out what I did stupidly. Spend some time than just putting it into GPT. Okay. So yeah, I think there's definitely times for that. It'd also be hard for me to do this into GPT. I'd have to give it context of 9 functions. I don't really want to do that. I have nothing against it. It's just right now I don't really want to. Full-time internship. Internship. Yeah, no, I know it has a place for sure, and I do use it. It's just for something like this, I want to figure it out myself, for no other reason than I want to. Because I'm also just like only a year and a half into this, so I'd rather fail than like get crutched up. I don't know. I don't really know why I do things. But I do them for some stupid reason. Okay, so pref.name, and I'm actually going to need the I. When I'm better in Rust, should I do live program with me? Sure. Why not? Alright, I need to write. I didn't finish this. I thought I did. Expected. Percent preference. Okay, so the preferences are in them. So what the fuck is happening? Because, like, it's fine. This just means I need to do .name on this thing. Like, that won't fail anymore. That's less of a big deal to me. It's just the fact that I'm still getting the fact that preferences don't exist after I'm testing that they exist, and they do. So, like, the user preferences exist here, but then in get mailing list, the user ID is test user ID, which is fine. This one is stumping me quite a little bit. Because there should be nothing happening here that affects the database in terms of the preferences database. Because I'm getting user ID found with ID test user. That's right. And then I call this to get it. Maybe something's fucking up here. That's still fine. Do I have the bandwidth to finish this tonight? Probably not. Unless I magically figure out what's happening. Or do I not have Why did that not backslash n? What? Oh, it should have backslashed in. Okay, it did. User ID and preferences, test user. Okay. Does somebody want to explain to me how when I pass test user to this, it's fine. But then when I pass test user to it again, there's a debug feature. I have not set it up, which is why I'm using print statements. I should set it up, but I'm lazy. Because like literally right in here, user ID and get preferences is this. And then user ID found with ID test user. Like this is the same thing. Like this is the same SQL statement. Maybe it is a GPT thing, because I'm real lost now. Let's see if I can debug this. I'd be quite happy. I'm failing with these codes, which doesn't make sense, because it says items replacing only doing get request. Then I need to give it context. What do I need to give it the context of? So there's the test. And then this is actually back to back to back. It's quite nice. Brother, what the fuck do you mean? Alright, yeah, this is useless. This is useless. That told me nothing. I'm not getting a table not found error. I'm getting a it's not getting found in my thing error. Oh my god. Alright, I think I might just have to do this tomorrow, because I need to go to bed soon. I'll commit this. We'll hit it again tomorrow. Thank you all for stopping by. I will see you tomorrow for day... Is this 36 or 35? You're interested in security? Yeah. I mean, I'll learn anything. I haven't taken classes in security, but I will learn anything. Is it day 35 or day 36?
You said 35 at the beginning.
Huh?
You said 35 at the beginning.
I said 35 in the beginning? I will trust you. Alright, then I'll see you day 36. Be free for... please connect with me on LinkedIn or email me. I would love to get in contact with you, and I would very much appreciate a referral. But regardless, I'll see you tomorrow, day 36. Thank you all for stopping by.